This is my discussion on Canoeity. With more and more children participating in early childhood programs before they enter school, there is an increasing focus on the transition that occurs when children move from preschool to kindergarten. Many children have problems adjusting to elementary school programs that have a different philosophy, teaching style, and structure than those programs in which they participated during their early years. Transition efforts were designed to help ease the entry into school by preparing both children and families for the differences children will encounter. But more recently, there has been a growing consensus that the key of effective services for young children is less though bridging the gap between the different types of programs, and more through ensuring continuity in certain key elements that characterize all good early childhood programs. Today's concept of continuity has changed in several respects. First, there is now much more consensus in the field regarding what constitutes appropriate practice in all types of early childhood programs from infancy to the primary grades. There's also growing recognition that parent involvement is key to a child's success and should be encouraged as children move on to elementary school. Finally, the need for supportive services for both children and families has intensified. Comprehensive family support, and health services are critical components throughout the early years. Because we now know that young children learn in similar ways throughout the early years, all programs in the community should adhere to developmentally appropriate practices from infancy through the primary grades. In addition, parent involvement, family support, and the links to health services, which often characterize preschool programs, should continue on to the early years of elementary education. It is through the continuity of such services in and out of the classroom that we will eventually move beyond a concern for transition and ensure continuous and effective services throughout the early years. That's how I would explain continuity, why a continuity is so important. Thank you so much for your time and for listening to my discussion. Hope everybody has a great rest of the semester.